This motor's stinky. Okay, that's good. So we're pulling this motor out. So get the LS in. Gotta go drop this motor off to a friend because I'm trading this thing for another Volvo 240 wagon. It probably has a much better frame in it. And maybe we'll figure out which one, or maybe I can get both going. Who knows? But if I can get this fucking hose off, Jesus. Nice. There's a kill switch. They hooked up the igniter wires that go to the Dizzy. And it's hard to see it, but the wires that feed through here, they route this way, and they go into this little wiper, the potentiometer switch, and it's a kill switch. That's kind of cool. So we'll take that out. Look at that. That's so cool. Okay, engines mounted, so I should be able to lift up the car a little bit. We gotta pull the engine mounts off. Yeah. Yep, lift the whole car up. Beautiful. Let's get those engine mounts done. Fucking sucks. This is going down really fast. Goddamn fluids fucking up. Okay. The battery's dead. I'm getting this fucking thing out. On the nose. Try. My battery's dead. It's dead.
Your battery for that is dead.
Yep. Fucker, come on. You bitch ass bitch. Oh, I need a 10 mil. Can I find somewhere to sit? I guess I'll just squat or something. Yeah, so finally kind of have good space now in the garage. I can do some better recording. So I'm going to try and do some more higher quality videos and kind of take the channel seriously. I'm still going to be using my mini DV because I just like the vibe. But yeah. So, I mean, obviously by now, I'm sure some people have seen that I'm going to be rocking the LS. I'll do a slow little pan. But, yeah, I mean, I think the internet is kind of, not ruined, but set the expectations for what like normal people are able to do with cars and engines. And I don't know. I want to just build things that I think are cool, reliable, fun, cheap, because, you know, I don't have a ton of money. And I want to do things the way that I want to do them. So I'm going to take the V8, which is an LS, which is out of a 2010 Chevy Silverado. It's an LH9, 5.3 liter. It's aluminum block. Has VVTs. No, what do you call it? No active fuel management, so I don't got to delete that. But I'm going to be changing just the cam in it, basically, and that's pretty much it. And doing a throttle body cable adaptation. I don't want to use the drive-by-wire because drive-by-wire requires a lot of finagling and a lot of expensive hardware. You need like either a fuel tech or a Hal tech or, you know, like a Holly Dominator or something. It's just like a liability issue for companies. Because if it fails, it can fail open, and then you have no way of closing the throttle except like turning the engine off. So I'm gonna go with drive-by cable. Excuse me. I think Max Speeding Rods makes like a $90 conversion. It's pretty nice. So it has like a forward 4-pin or 5-pin. 4-pin? I think it's a 4-pin IAC right next to the throttle body, so you can do your idle control and all that stuff. You don't got to buy anything extra. Has all the ports for your map and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. Make everything a lot easier. And I'm probably going to go either Speeduino. I might build a Speeduino. Or I might do a drop bear, which is built off of the Speeduino platform. But the drop bear handles 8 injectors, 8 ignition coils, smart ignition coils too. So I don't have to run wasted spark and wasted fuel injector. And why that matters on the LS is because these bad boys, right here, these are smart coils. So you don't want to really drive these in wasted spark because they have individual IGBT coil drivers inside every coil. That's why it's called a smart coil, because it basically handles all the timing and everything itself, or not the timing, but the dwell time all internally. And this has its own chip to fire and drive the coil itself. So like on like the old engines, like this red block right here, the distributor is run by this little gear. This is like an oil pump on this one. Actually, I'm in the wrong spot. This guy right here runs your distributor, and what you can do is you run a single coil, so you can run like an IGBT igniter through a coil through the distributor cap that will it'll dictate what cylinder fires. So you can run a single IGBT igniter through a coil through the cap, and it'll fire everything once a revolution or whatever for each cylinder. You can't do that with these guys because you don't want to run these in wasted spark, because you'd have to fire 2 at the same time, and that would mean you need double the current, which isn't a lot, but the logic level current is it's like probably 5 milliamps or maybe less, but you don't want to split that between 2 coil drivers because you could get possible issues. So we're just going to run probably a drop bear, which allows me to do all that good stuff. What are they doing out there? Volvo. Look at that beautiful Volvo. But yeah, so we're going to go smart coils. Going to get rid of the drive-by-wire, and then we're going to do sequential ignition, sequential injection, and it'll all be controlled individually, so we can do some fun stuff with that. So let's get into tearing the rest of that guy apart. Okay, we'll start by wiping some of this carbon out. I want to spin the engine over, see what she looks like. We only turn engines around by hand. That's what. Nice. Now, take this head off. Some coolant all over the floor. I should probably put a pad down, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. multiple different types of bolts for the heads. We're gonna work our way from the outside in, little turns at a time. Like forward. Yeah, should take the rockers off before you go and pull the head off. That would make sense. This motor's stinky. Alright, so now I'm gonna pop me off this bad boy, get this cover off. Let's see if she'll wiggle off. No, I might need a hammer. Pull this motherfucking dipstick out. Get in the fucking way. Come on. There we go. Let's see if any oil in here. Probably not, but you never know. There's some. She's black too. Damn. I am noticing that some of these bolts are loose on this oil pan, so that is interesting. So I'm just going to go through like this one. So I don't know. It would explain the amount of crud on here. So I think I'm just going to go through and take off all the oil pan bolts and then pop the oil pan down. We'll take a look at it. A little too slow. My other DeWalt one broke. So I'm using this. Slinging oil everywhere. Nothing like a nice stripped 10 mil fucking oil pan bolt. Nice. Long ass oil pan bolt. Alright, cool. This should be oiled or O-ringed on, I believe. Give her a little tapper tap. I believe all the bolts are out. It's probably pretty heavy. There she goes. Yep, nice metal O-ringed gasket on here. There we go. All right. Oh, baby. She's clean. You know, I don't think you guys appreciate how hard it is to do all this shit and also clean my fucking hands so I don't get my camera all gross. It's a lot of work, you know? Look at that. That's clean as fuck. A little bit of varnish, but like, that's just the casting in the pan because they're just cast aluminum, so. Oh, why is it not focusing? Hello? There we go. Oh, yeah. That pan looks good. Super duper clean. Yeah. Alright, look at that. Absolutely nothing. This engine was well maintained. Nothing to pick up, just general, looks like just, you know, varnish from running. Looks like a 160,000 mile motor to me. Let's get this cap guy off, then we'll see some, I don't know, maybe some connecting rod bearings, or we'll see. I'm just gonna throw all these bolts in the same bag as the oil pan bolts. Yeah, see, look at this one. Let's get this one off. It's easier. I think this is the best one to see. There's like a little triangle. I don't know if you can see that in the video, can you? It's like yeah, you can see the reflection. It's like a little triangle. Wonder why. Pickup looks good. All right, which one do you want? What about F? That's nice. Let's go with this guy. All right. There we go. Okay. Wonder if these are the cracked. They are. That's good. These are nice. They basically crack them along the wrist pin, and that means they align perfectly, and you can't mix them up because they are formed to each other. So let's see. Oh yeah, she looks good and clean. Don't know how well you can see that, but absolutely mint. Yeah, this engine was pretty well taken care of. That's awesome. Clean up everything, kind of just look at the journal. Absolutely mint. No, oh yeah, that's awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Yep, back you go. You can actually see it because these are on backwards right now. And let me see if I can show you. It makes them stronger. And also, where's it? Come on, zoom in. Or focus. See how the gap is right there? So that's how you know you can't fuck them up. So you flip this back over, right? Boop. Look at that. See? They line up perfectly. So I'm probably going to pull this whole engine apart and go through everything just because I like to do that. It's fun. I like pulling motors apart and building them and fucking with them. But yeah, that's awesome to see. I'm very happy. So far, everything I've seen with this motor is that it was just a used truck and they did their maintenance on it, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. That's what we like to see. Now, I don't know if y'all can even see me. God damn. What if I hold like this? Okay. So, yep, you can see, where am I? Right there. That is the T5. That is going to be bolting up. That flywheel, I'm going to see how it adapts. I'm going to try and figure out what kind of a throw-out clutch. I believe I can use a GM T5 adapter, and it's like 150 bucks, so that I don't have to use the weird old style like lever arm thing with all the pivot points and stuff, because that's a pain in the dick. But yeah, so next video, this boy should be getting torn apart completely. I'll go through all the parts with you, then we'll start rebuilding it. I'm gonna start, oh yeah, also there's a test frame right there, so you can kind of see how it will line up, like how it'll mount and stuff. But cool. All right. Oh yeah, also, can you see that out there? I got another wagon, dude. I traded the motor in the white, the Chevy 250 for that. It's a really nice one too, so I might be putting the motor in this one instead. We'll see. Peace.